I've been so fortunate to meet some extraordinary women on this experience, and now we're down to 4. Snezana, Lana, Heather and Sarah. These 4 women are so different and so hard to compare, but I'm feeling more confident each day that one could be the love of my life. Usually I'm in charge of the dates, but this week I'm handing over the reins to the girls. They'll be taking me home to show me where they grew up and to introduce me to their families and their closest friends. 4 dates in 4 different states of Australia. It's going to be the biggest week of my life.
I actually didn't think that I was even going to make it to hometowns, let alone through the first night of this entire thing. So I'm really excited to be here in Queensland. It's going to be awesome. I actually really miss Sam, and I'm kind of pumped about seeing that really ridiculous smile that he has when he first walks in. So I'm going to hug the crap out of him. Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
Well.
Oh my God, it's really good to see you.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Oh my God, this is so exciting.
Heather is like no one I've met before. She's cheeky, she's charismatic, she's hilarious, and they're things that from the first moment I've met her really drew me in. What are you thinking about this whole thing?
To be honest, I think before anything else, I want to find someone I can be friends with.
Okay.
And then if you turn out to be someone that would be a really good friend, I
Yep.
hope that then you could turn into being a partner.
Okay.
I just want you to be a mate that I could go have a beer with.
Yeah, I like that. I am that guy.
You are?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Heather and I have had some beautiful real moments, but I've never lost sight of the fact that those real moments have occurred surrounded by cocktail parties and ice cream trucks and jelly wrestling. This place is beautiful.
I know, this is Mount Cootha.
And I just feel that spending a whole day where she grew up will give me a great insight into our real relationship.
You're probably wondering why I've brought you to a mountain, but before I kind of get into that, I thought it'd be kind of cool to maybe introduce you to a bit of a family tradition of mine.
Okay.
Mount Cootha is super personal to me. I'm really excited to be here and I can't wait to introduce Sam to this place. Best seat in the house, pull up a chair. I'm about to show him things in my world that I haven't shown to past boyfriends, so I figured just jump right in and see what happens. I grew up with my mum, and my dad was around probably till I was about 9 months old. And I kind of saw him a little bit, but unfortunately their divorce just wasn't great. It just didn't go well.
Okay.
I ended up finding my dad when I was 18, and I'm really lucky that I found him because I know a lot of kids, you know, don't even bother going looking, and I'm so glad that I did because he was a champion. Do you want to see some photos?
I'd love to.
Yeah. That is my dad. Before meeting him, I made no sense. And then as soon as I met him at 18, I was like, my whole personality made sense. We had an amazing relationship for 5 years, and then obviously he got sick and he passed away, and it was one of the hardest times in my life, and I think that's when I grew the most.
Yeah.
The significance of the scones and this fantastic hot chocolate is after I met my father, we used to come up here together, and this was kind of his favourite place.
Oh,
was Mount
nice.
Cootha. Yeah. And we would always have a hot chocolate and scones. After he passed away, you know, because Mount Cootha was where he used to bring me all the time, we decided this would be the place that we would spread his ashes. So I guess in a way, this is my way of introducing you to my dad. So, Dad,
Yeah.
this is Sam.
It's a pleasure.
Sam, Dad. I feel like you've shared quite a lot about your mum with me, and I just thought this would be a nice thing to share with you about my dad.
This would be a great thing to share. Thank you for bringing me here.
No worries. Cheers.
Cheers.
Having an amazing day.
You bet.
He knows what it feels like to lose a parent that you just adore. And it's just so relieving to be able to talk about my dad and have someone go, I get it, even though we never met him. It's just, there's no words to describe that kind of understanding. I can't do the whole home visit, typical sit-down family dinner, but I can introduce you to my girlfriend, Laura. Laura is a girl that I met when I was about probably 9 or 10. And I'm also going to introduce you to Warwick. Warwick's a man that I used to work on his horse farm.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I met him when I was 12, and he just kind of, he really shaped me, kind of changed my world, and I really don't think I would be where I am today if I hadn't met him. Leading up to hometowns has been a really scary thought for me. But I've realised how many people I have in my life who genuinely care a lot about me and want to be there to test this guy out and see who he is.
I really do think you're incredible, Heather, and I don't want you to worry because you don't have a typical family background. You know, it's really just about meeting the people that have helped shaped you and closest to you, and I can't wait. I really can't wait.
I should probably give a bit of a heads up about who Warwick is.
Well, that's what I was about to ask. Is he going to grill me?
I don't think he'd grill you necessarily, but
He's protective of
He's very protective of me, yeah. And he's an incredible judge of character.
Okay.
So he will ask you the tough questions. Introducing Sam to Warwick and Laura will be my way of getting Sam to see the family that I've picked for myself.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. They are the two most incredibly beautiful people because they chose to take me in when they could have easily have walked away.
How did you come to live here?
Well, we were living in a property just around the corner from here, literally on the same street.
Okay.
And I used to come down and sort of rollerblade nearby, and I saw all the horses on the farm. We walked into the property and here was Warwick, this big 6'4" man. And I asked if I could come and work with the horses, and he said, okay, when do you want to start? I think he saw potential in me to be more than what I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pretty much changed my life.
So it's probably safe to say that if you hadn't met Warwick, I wouldn't have met you.
That's really cool. It's a really cool thing to say.
There he is.
This is my man.
Hey, half pint.
Hi.
You too.
Thanks for letting us come here.
G'day, mate. Warwick, great to meet you, mate.
Likewise. Welcome to Avalon.
For me, the most important thing is if people know where you're at, then it cuts through a lot of the rubbish. And you want people to be straight with you, so you're better off to be straight with them, because a lot of time gets wasted pandering and talking rubbish for the sake of it.
So what do you know about horses, Sam? You a country boy or a city kid?
I'm from Tassie originally. Haven't spent time with horses for a long time.
Good judge of character, horses.
Yeah, I agree. Might be famous last words. Why do you call Heather half pint?
Because she only used to be small. Just because she grew doesn't mean I can change her name.
It's true, it's stuck.
Hey, wait till I come up with a name for you by the end of the day. You might not be laughing so much, then we'll see how we go.
What I want to know with Sam is not just what he's saying. I want to watch how he animates himself, because that's where the truth comes out.
Guys, we better go get the fire started up. Queensland, beautiful one day, perfect the next, but it still gets cold at night.
Yeah, true. That's
Not
very
that
true.
you being from Tasmania would worry.
No, I don't, mate, I don't. But, yeah, happy to help him with a warm fire and a beer.
Mate, please don't do that for me. It's just embarrassing.
Okay. I pulled up the fence to try and be a gentleman and help him out, and he just looked at me like, mate, what are you doing?
Just trying to be nice. All good. I'll forgive you once. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, mate.
So, bubble world.
That's what you call it, is it?
Well, I think it's a fair. I watched Truman Show. Seemed like it's a fair.
But yeah, I guess, yeah, it's been an interesting ride, and I kind of went into this not really expecting anything. I just thought it would be a really interesting adventure, and kind of didn't expect him to be awesome. I thought he'd just be like a bit of a douche. So I was like, oh, this will be really funny. And then he ended up being a legend. So I was like, oh, well, that kind of changes things a bit.
Legend might be a bit
So what
strong.
was your attraction to doing all this?
I just thought it would be something that would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I guess I was hopeful that there would be a girl.
What about when you sobered up the next day?
Yeah, well, it was a bit like that. You know, I thought I'd meet some great people and learn a lot about myself, and was very hopeful that I would meet a girl.
Key thing you said there was learning about yourself. Because what I said to half pint through it all, there's lessons there to be learned, but they won't be obvious.
No, absolutely.
You've got to feel those lessons. You've got to look inside for where those lessons are coming from. That's what life should be about, you know? Like, if you don't push yourself, you don't know what you're capable of.
Oh, mate, I couldn't agree more. It's so far out of both of our comfort zones.
Well, a comfort zone is just a prison of our own making. You know, until you break out of it, you don't know where the boundaries are.
Well, I can't imagine going further in this with Sam without him having met you. You are quite possibly one of the biggest parts of my life. Having you here is really important. And that's about as emotional as I'm going to get tonight.
You reckon?
Love your ceiling. It's great, great ceiling.
Get a couple of those into you, we'll have you blubbering by the end of it. Not a drama at all.
No, you won't. Maybe Laura will. Laura's like my little big sister.
Sawn off.
Oh my God.
Hello.
Welcome to the land of the giants.
Little because she's shorter than me, younger than me, and if anyone ever hurt her, I'd probably wring their neck. Can I hug you, Tiny? Hi. But big sister because she is fiery and she can hold her own.
So catch us up on Bubble World.
So literally right after this, Sam still has to meet families of the other 3 girls, and after that, a girl will go home.
How's that part play out for you?
Well, it's hard. Only one girl and I can end up together. I definitely didn't think it would be as hard as it is now that there's only 4 girls left. I've had some amazing moments with all of them and developed relationships with all of them, you know, on different levels, for different reasons. They're the 4 most different girls you'd ever imagine. Heather is unique, almost, you know, you're almost a definition of the word unique.
It's a huge compliment.
Yeah, totally.
Because so many people just want to be copies of someone else because they think someone else is worth copying.
I mean, you talk about imagination and creativity, and when you combine that with Heather's intelligence and her charisma, and, you know, that's what makes her who she is, and that's what makes her stand out.
Because different things in different people will connect with different parts of you.
Definitely.
So what you've got to decide is what connects the most and has the most longevity about it. Sam, where this conversation is getting to, mate, I wouldn't mind having a chat to you one-on-one.
Of course, mate. It was clear Warwick was sizing me up.
Come outside, mate. Grab a drink.
I knew he wasn't going to pull any punches, and I was in for a grilling.
Should we get a fresh one?
So what are your feelings for him?
You already know. I can tell you already know how I feel about him.
I know, but I just want to hear it.
I'm not going to say it out loud. I can't.
No, I know.
I'm too scared. Plus, I'm not going to say that out loud unless I'm the last girl here.
How emotional is it going to be on you if you're not?
I've already prepared myself for that, you know? Like, I already know that's a possibility. It's obviously going to hurt. But the truth is, I kind of think he's worth it. Like, the guy that I've gotten to know is worth it.
Do you know what you want?
Yeah, I do.
What's that?
I don't want to compromise. I was surprised at the intensity of Warwick. I can see that he would have a warm side, but I didn't really get to see it.
How much of your decision-making is made from the right place?
I think all of it.
It's got to be.
I'm not making decisions with my head. I am 100% following my heart, and I know that the girl that I end up with, that decision will be made with my heart as well.
So why the final 4?
From that first proper encounter with each of the girls that are now in the 4, I knew there was a connection there.
Without naming names, go through them.
The
strong points and the connections.
Okay.
Why you connect to each one.
Okay. I was expecting to talk to Warwick about Heather, so to be talking about my connections with the other 3 girls was definitely not something I saw coming. So girl 1, it's quite an intellectual connection, and I feel like we really come from similar backgrounds and share similar values, and there's a physical attraction there. Girl 2 started with a really strong physical connection, and the more I learn about her, you know, the more pleasant surprises I uncover, I guess. Girl 3, I feel that in time we would become very well suited, but I'm not sure if we're there yet. And girl 4, it's non-stop, real laughter. It's friendship, but also with a physical connection.
So number 4 being Heather.
Yeah.
Which ones challenge you the most to be the best person that you can be?
I'm not going to cop out and say they all do, but a couple of them do in pretty strong ways. The 4 girls are so different, and I've known that for a long time. I didn't have a revelation while talking to Warwick, but what I did have was this moment where it really struck me just how hard a decision I do have to make.
So this madness,
Yep.
has it been worth it?
Yep.
Why?
I didn't think that he was going to be this real. I didn't think that he was actually going to be a genuine dude. Well, at least that's the impression I've gotten, but maybe you've gotten a different perspective on that I can't see because I'm in it.
I appreciate the opportunity to meet him,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because it's what's inside your heart.
Yeah.
Because you're pretty keen on this guy, aren't you?
I am now, yeah. I didn't think I would be. I said to him from the word go, literally the minute we met, if you can be my best mate, then I'll see if there's a relationship there. And he was like, I really like that idea. And that's what we built. We built a friendship.
If that's what you allow to be the case, you'll always have that no matter what.
Yeah.
So hold on to that as the core,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And go from there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, if nothing else comes from it, you know, if it turns out that I'm not that person and I respect the fact that that's the way it could go, I can't walk away from this brokenhearted because I know that he cares about who I am as a person, he cares about my feelings, and he cares about me as a friend. And if a proper partnership comes from that afterwards, then it's just an awesome win for me, I think.
Hold on to that, because that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. You know that I wouldn't have gone through all of this with you guys and I wouldn't have dragged him in here unless I definitely had feelings for the guy that were genuine and, you know, serious enough to do that. Do you think his are on the same level as mine for me?
If Sam's being true to himself, then I think you're in, you know, then there's a lot more to come.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot more of his journey still to go.
Yeah.
But he would do a lot worse if he didn't, you know what I mean? Well, let's play it out. Let's say that, you know, that you don't go all the way through to the end. Whether it be 6 months, 12 months, whatever down the track, there's going to be a light bulb moment for him where he's going to realise just the strength of the values that you brought into his life, you know, and that's what you've got to be proud of within yourself.
I know how much you would have had to do in order for tonight to happen, and I really, really appreciate it.
It's all good. Family. You don't have to be blood to be family. Never forget that.
Out of all the people in my life, Warwick has probably seen me go through the hardest things.
I'm proud of how you've come along. Proud of how you're chasing your dreams.
He knows me so well that he knows when he needs to let me make a mistake for myself. He just cares about me so much. Yeah. Even though he's my dude and he always looks out for me, he's not interested in, you know, sugarcoating anything or...
He definitely doesn't sugarcoat it.
No, he doesn't. But he's only ever got everyone's best interest at heart, you know?
It was really hard to say goodbye to Heather. It had been an incredible day for me, but I could see in her eyes just how much the day had meant to her.
I'm so glad that you were here today. I could genuinely see you being a part of my world now, and I just hope that it ends up being more. I don't just want to be your friend. I'm going to miss you a shitload. You are aware of that, right?
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Me too. See you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Having the opportunity to show him, you know, I came from nothing and I made something of myself, and there was no level of judgment, that means more to me than any of the dates we've been on.
Today is kind of a big day, you know, I'm taking Sam home to meet my family. I haven't done that many times before, so it's a little bit nerve-wracking, I guess. The Brisbane Valley for me is a special place. It's somewhere I used to come as a kid with my family. We'd come to, have fish and chips by the water, and it's a happy place for me, so I'm happy to share this with him.
It's been an absolute whirlwind with Lana since we met. I'm really excited about being let into her world. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
So do you.
Where are we?
We are in the Brisbane Valley. Welcome. So the reason I wanted to bring you here is because it normally has an amazing view of our next location. But this morning it's a little bit foggy.
Yeah.
It's actually quite romantic.
It is, it really is. It's so thick.
And so I guess I wanted to bring you here because when I was a little girl, we used to come on long family drives down to Brow Waters and spend some family time together.
Okay.
So it's sort of a little special place for me, and I wanted to share that with you.
Oh, nice, thank you. You lead the way.
All right,
You're in
this
charge.
way.
When I met Lana, she was a beautiful, unexpected surprise. Welcome to the mansion. I'm Sam.
Lana, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You've got beautiful eyes.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful eyes.
Thank
Yeah.
you. You've got nice blue eyes yourself.
I'm a bit of a sucker for eyes. But I think we're past that now. We're starting to develop a real relationship. This is great. And I feel that we both want to find out if we are meant to be together. See, this is so nice. I mean, I've known you for a couple of weeks. It would normally feel so strange to be about to meet your mum.
I know.
And finding out,
What I used to eat for lunch.
Well, yeah, such special moments about your childhood so soon, but
Yeah.
it doesn't feel as strange as it should.
It doesn't, hey?
It really doesn't.
And that's the strange thing, that it
Yeah,
should feel
yeah.
strange, but it doesn't.
Exactly. When I spend time with Lana, I get a real insight into what a relationship with her would be like. I just know it would be fun. There'd always be great conversation. I definitely think there'd be romance. And it's nice to just daydream because I really can see a potential future. I just thought I'd turn the engine off and take in the peace and quiet. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
God, it's beautiful here, Lana.
It is spectacular.
So peaceful. Lana really has brought me to a little slice of paradise. The peace and quiet and the natural beauty in a way reminded me of Tassie.
So what do you think of my hometown?
I can see why you loved growing up here.
I've been coming here since I was a kid, but I've never sat out here like this. With you.
No.
With a guy. This is actually incredible.
And I can't believe we have the entire place to ourselves.
I felt like we were the only two people in our own little world.
It's amazing. Thank you for bringing me here.
Thank you for coming.
Sam is the kind of guy that you marry. He's funny and he's intelligent and he's motivated and he's fun. He's got everything. So Sam is going to be meeting my mum and my best friend Robin. Hi Mum, it's me.
Oh, hi.
My mum's always pretty tough on boyfriends that I've ever brought home. She knows what she wants for me. She's very protective.
Just calling to let you know we're about 20 minutes away.
All right, darling, I'll see you then.
Okay, bye.
If for some reason Sam and my mum didn't get along, that could really throw a spanner in the works because you ultimately need your partner in life and your mother to get along. You're going to be family.
Welcome to my home. Hello.
Hello. We're in the kitchen.
Hi.
Lovely to see you.
See you. This is Sam.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Sam.
Nice to meet you. How are you? These are for you.
Thank you.
I heard Lily's your favourite.
They are, absolutely.
A guy who comes bearing gifts for the mother,
And even a bottle of wine.
that is just such a winner.
What about a little glass of bubbles?
Sounds like a great idea.
I think Sam made a perfect first impression.
Welcome to the house.
Yes.
Welcome to the house.
Welcome to the family.
New beginnings.
So nice to meet you.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Sam. So, Sam, I'd just like to take you downstairs and show you a few little things downstairs.
What are you
I'd
going to
love
show
that.
him?
I'd love that. Thank you.
It's okay.
I think she's going to be doing the embarrassing.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping
Can I
for.
come?
You're staying up.
No, you have to stay here. You have to sit down.
You're staying here with me.
That's what mums are for.
What are you showing him? This'll be good. Don't take him to the cellar. Everything's happening really quickly. I haven't even had a chance to catch up with my mum, and the next minute, she's dragging Sam off away to talk to him. I was freaking out.
Sam, I'd just like to take you downstairs and show you a few little things downstairs.
I'd love that.
You have to stay here. You have to sit down.
You're staying here with me.
That's what mums are for.
What are you showing him? This'll be good. Don't take him to the cellar. Everything's happening really quickly. I haven't even had a chance to catch up with my mum, and the next minute, she's dragging Sam off away to talk to him. I was freaking out.
Come on down. I'm very protective, and if Sam doesn't have Lana's best interest at heart, well then, Sam won't be a son-in-law. I'm just really interested, Sam, in you in terms of what is it that you're looking for? You don't live in New South Wales.
No, I don't.
So
I don't.
how's that going to work? Because we're a really close family.
I know.
So what?
That's a great question.
I thought Lana's mum was going to show me some embarrassing photos of when Lana was a kid, but she had something else in mind. She was straight down to business.
Have you thought about that?
Oh, look, I do. I have, yeah, I have.
Because it brings its own complexities.
Of course it does.
How are you going to work together to be
Yeah.
able to keep it together? Because really that is the key.
Look, I never would make an assumption that if Lana and I end up together, she has to pack up her things and move to Melbourne. But
Right.
I'm trying not to look too far ahead, but at the same time not be naive and
Yeah. I think going forward you have to be two. It's not one.
my relationships in the past haven't worked because I have just been one. But I now know I can give a relationship the time and effort and energy and care that it needs to
Right.
make it work without my work business suffering.
Obviously, I want whoever chooses my daughter would have to want them to be number one in their life.
Absolutely.
In terms of how it would work, I mean, so obviously you would have demands on you from interstate but I think you need to be sensitive to that and say, well, okay, there's a time for work and there's a time for us and there's a time for work and there's a time for us.
Oh, no,
I think
definitely.
that's the downfall for a lot of people who are in business for themselves, that's why a lot of things fall apart,
Yeah. No, look, I agree.
because they don't give that time
Yeah.
back to the relationship.
Yeah. I can categorically tell you that that won't be the case. When I end up with one of these girls, and it may be Lana, that is going to be first, second and third in my life.
You know that if you were to move together or move forward as a couple, what would be your view in terms of what that might look like? I mean, you've obviously been on this journey and then the next minute you're going to go back to what you believe to be normality, and all of a sudden there is somebody who's now in your life and they're not with you.
I'm totally open to whatever compromise needs to be made, and it's not going to be a one-way street where I say, look, I can't move.
That's very, very
You
encouraging.
come here or it's done. I just feel like we're two adults, you know, that can work things out. You know, I always talk to her and feel like we're equals and we can have a very rational adult conversation, and if we're in love, we'll make it work. I see it being that simple.
I think he's a really nice guy.
How did I go?
Yeah, okay. But my daughter's well-being, that's my main priority.
What do you want to talk to me about?
I think you've got to keep very level-headed about this and not try and get caught up too much in the whole emotion of it all, because it has been an emotional roller coaster.
So emotional. All I think about is him. you know? And I don't think I expected to like him as much as I do. But I didn't expect to fall for it.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Do you like him?
I do like him.
Do you like him?
He's a bit infectious, isn't he?
He is.
But we have to be very mindful and we have to be very careful here. While your heart could rule this, I think you still have to, stop and think. It's the happiest I've seen you for a long time.
I know.
But
Why am I so happy?
But can be euphoria too, you know.
Yeah. My mum's biggest concern is that I'm going to be heartbroken. Should we go see what the others are doing? I think she just wants me to protect myself. And while I want to protect myself, I need to be open and I need to be clear about, everything that I'm feeling. And I'm trying to do that with Sam.
So nice to meet you. Thank you so much. You too, Ron.
All right. You too. Good to meet you.
Lana's mum had given me a bit of a grilling, but she was just being protective, and I understand that. It's such a unique experience that we're all in, and I think she was just doing what any other mum would do.
How was that?
It's just so nice to be welcomed into your home. Definitely gives me a huge insight into you. Whether you see that or not, it does. It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole day was perfect. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm really going to miss you now.
I'm going to miss you. I can't believe I'm going to say goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye.
I know.
So I'll see you again soon, I guess.
Okay. See you soon. Miss you.
Miss you.
Lana and I have become so close so quickly, and what started off as a pleasant surprise has transformed into a real relationship. And I can see what a life with Lana would be like, and I'm really excited by that.
Coming up, a gentle start to Sarah's date.
If your personality was a type of animal, what animal would you think you were?
Before things heat up over dinner.
You know what you want? Coming from a sister point of view, that's gold over there.
And later, an emotional homecoming.
I did not want to let her go. It was amazing. Yeah.
I've definitely been missing Sam. He does mean a lot to me now, and I do see a future with this man. Mornington just reminds me of every great childhood memory I've ever had in my life, and yeah, I think that's why I want to show Sam just this amazing place. I can finally introduce Sam to my family, and I really, really like the guy, so I'm really hoping my family does too.
Ever since I first met Sarah, I've felt a great natural and real chemistry. She's this beautiful, classic woman, but there's a cheekiness to her. All right, let's have a look at the dress. Give us a little spin.
Yes.
That is an amazing dress.
You like it?
Yeah, beautiful.
Let me see.
Beautiful. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. What do we think?
Oh my God,
Okay.
I like the
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
The shoes make it, don't
Yeah,
they?
James Bond much?
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
You good?
I'm good, how are you?
Good,
I can't believe I love this thing. Oh, you look great. He looks amazing every time I see him, but today, maybe it was just him being in my hometown, but yeah, it suits him. This is one of my favourite places on earth. Just reminds me of family and all my cousins. We just come down here all the time. Today I actually planned a really simple date. It's pretty much just grabbing a picnic basket and sitting on the beach.
Oh, Sarah, this is so cute.
Isn't it?
You cold?
Oh, I am a little bit actually. It's not the best day for a picnic.
It's good. We were looking out at Melbourne City, and it just made me think about how easily our worlds could come together. You seem so much more relaxed.
Oh, I am.
Now we're in Melbourne. I'm not here to find a relationship of ease, but she's a girl that I care an incredible amount about, and it's hard not to look into the future and see those things.
I can't believe how long it's been since I've seen you.
I know.
It's been ages.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's just been giving me a lot of time to think about, things that been talking to me about. And on our opera date, you know, you touch base on, you know, the fact that you want to have kids. There is something that I actually want to get off my chest and have a chat to Sam about. I am only 25 years old and I'm all about driving my career and, you know, being ambitious. But he does want to start a family, I think, reasonably soon. So I just want to find out how soon that is. You know how much I want to be a mother, but I wasn't sure what your time frame was or if you wanted them in the next year. And I didn't want to make a promise to you that I couldn't deliver. And I think you tick all of my boxes. And I think it's hard because it's in, you know, we're in this situation where, you know, we're about to step into another rose ceremony. And I don't want you to make the wrong decision if one of the other girls can make that promise to you and you want kids, say, in 6 months or 12 months, and I can't.
I don't. There is no time frame.
There isn't?
No. I mean...
I was worried that was...
No. Look, yeah. No.
Because I know how great you are with kids and, you know, you're going to be an amazing father and I hope I will be an amazing mother one day.
It's more I just know I want to be a dad.
Yeah.
You know, when that happens, it happens.
It's a relief, though, because I have been thinking about it and I wanted to be honest with you before we were about to step into that next rose ceremony. And I'm more about wanting to travel with my partner and go on adventures before and, you know, still focus on my career and...
I want to travel too. Yeah. I'd love to do that.
Oh, that's good.
At this late stage, I need honesty from the girls, and for Sarah to have the courage and come out and tell me how she was feeling is absolutely critical, and I feel so much better that we've had that discussion.
Well, we've got a couple of people waiting for us, so we better head home and I can introduce you to everyone.
I'm looking forward to it. Let's go.
Sam's going to be meeting my dad, my mum, my grandma, my sister, my little brother and my cousin. So he really has to do a great job or otherwise it's sayonara to Sam.
Look who's here. G'day, how are you?
I'm Sam, mate.
Mark, Sam, nice to meet you,
Mark. Cheers.
Hi, Sam.
Ros, how are you?
Hi, Rosie.
Hello, Rosie. You too. How are you? Watching her embrace her family, these are for you actually, is just one of those things that you just sit back
How are ya?
and can't help but smile.
Cheers. Cheers. Welcome home. Welcome home.
Cheers. Everyone in my family is pretty protective of me. This is our date 10. I have a feeling that my sister and my mum would definitely do all the grilling.
Samuel, would you like to come with me? We're just going to get a few little herbs for the dinner.
Little herbs?
Come through. Oh, there's my basket. Nicely placed. So we're just going to get maybe a couple of capsicums. I'll get you to do that.
Okay. This garden is...
Yeah, it's pretty. It's small, but my goodness, there's a lot of work in this.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Well, we should really talk about Sarah and you now, really. So just, what are the qualities of Sarah that you've actually loved about her compared to some of the other girls?
Probably most of all is her family values.
Yeah, that's
the way she talks about
very important to her. So just a couple of chilies.
Couple of chilies. The hometown visits have taught me to expect the unexpected and be on my toes for that curly question.
Say just if we'll think about your personality. If your personality was a type of animal, what animal would you think you were?
But I wasn't expecting that question. I'm probably like a Labrador. I'm quite calm and relaxed and loyal and family-oriented and friendly.
Gorgeous, yeah.
Sarah's family welcomed me with open arms.
Just in regard to Sarah, obviously she's very special to me and to the family, so you just do what you do that's going to cause least damage and most... and I respect it. That's what you do anyway. Yeah. And then you're obviously a decent guy.
Thank you. Sarah's dad is just a genuinely lovely guy.
Good luck.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
I could really see us becoming super close over time.
Right, here we go.
Oh, wow, Dad.
Beautiful.
That's amazing.
Yeah, moving right along.
Just a little toast to welcome Sarah home. Lovely to see you, my dear.
Thank you. I've missed you all so much.
Wonderful.
It's good to see you.
Absolutely. And to Sam, welcome.
Great to meet you all. Thank you for your hospitality and not giving me a grilling. My dad has the exact same shit.
Oh, don't you?
Taylor Jones.
So a few roses for you, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's been a few.
An abundance of roses.
There has been, yeah. I've even had a whole bouquet of flowers, haven't I?
Wow, pretty good. So is it going to be a hard decision, all in all?
Everything was going so well, but then the atmosphere quickly changed.
You know what you want?
Yeah, I do know what I want.
Coming from a sister point of view,
Well, of course. You don't
pretty
care
sure
about the
that
other girls.
that's gold over there.
Gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I totally understand. Yeah.
Good. Glad you understand.
I know who Sarah is and I love her to bits, and I can't imagine that there would be even a thought about anybody else.
Why has Sarah made the final four?
Oh, mate, for a myriad of reasons. She's incredibly beautiful. I feel we've got an enormous amount in common. How we feel about our family and how we're both very career-driven. And we've just clicked from day one.
A few members of Sarah's family threw some tough questions at me, but I totally understand that. Protecting her feelings and making sure that she's okay and making sure that my intentions are genuine.
So I'm wondering if you feel like you fit in with our family, having been on so many dates with the other girls' families.
I guess that's for you guys to judge. I mean, I feel very comfortable around you all and could definitely see myself getting to know you better, absolutely. I mean, I don't know if that's too forward to say that, but it's a pleasure to be around you. It really is. It really is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It is nice. Good, yeah.
I genuinely thought that he was interested in my sister, which was, you know, the main reason why we're all here.
It's been a privilege to meet you all.
It's been really nice to meet you. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
I could see the chemistry between them, which was great.
I really felt that I could be myself around your family, and
I saw it.
they are the most incredible people. They really are.
Yeah.
You know, there are little times I lost myself a bit today where I could see myself being a part of your family. I really could.
Yeah, well, it's sad to see you go.
I know. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you soon.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you. Seeing Sam with my family, he did slot right in there. Everyone absolutely loved him, and it did make me just like him that little bit more. I guess I'm in a stage now where I'm just a little bit nervous. I'm vulnerable.
I'm really looking forward to today and having Sam meet my family, the people who are most important to me.
My brother, my sister, my mum, my dad, they're all going to be involved, but the most important person here is Eve.
Do you want a family?
Yeah, I actually already have a daughter.
Okay.
I have a 9-year-old, so I am a mum.
That's massive. What's her name?
Eve.
What a beautiful name.
Yes.
Okay, you're a mum. I can't wait to see Snezana. I feel we've become so close and I've genuinely missed it. Hello, Snez. Beautiful Perth, eh?
It is. Welcome to Perth. How amazing is it?
That's great.
It's beautiful.
It really is. What are we doing today?
Well, we're just going to have a little walk on the beach.
Okay.
And then probably go down to Hyde Park, where it's a park that I used to go as a child, and now I take Eve there on Sundays, and Eve's going to be there today for you to meet her.
Can't wait to meet her.
And then we're going to have a big fat European wedding. No.
Wedding?
Dinner! I thought big fat Greek wedding. I was thinking big fat Greek wedding, and it just came out, and it was said, it was done. No, I did not say that.
Apparently we're getting married. News to me, and definitely didn't see that coming.
Strap yourself in, eh?
I hope that
How about we just start with the dinner? Yeah? From the first time Snezana mentioned she had a little girl, I've been playing it over in my head what it might be like to meet her, and the day has finally arrived.
I'm looking forward to seeing her and introducing you.
I can't wait
I
to meet
can't
her.
wait.
I'm nervous.
Are you?
I just figure that
Mum and Dad, if they don't like you, it's not an ideal situation, but you work around it.
Yeah.
If Eve doesn't like me...
You're stuck. She's my little girl. She's my everything. And her opinion counts. And if she doesn't like him, that's it.
Kids make really fast first impressions.
They do.
And it's kind of hard to change their mind once they've made those. I have such strong feelings for Snezana, and I do think to myself, what if Eve doesn't like me? I can't even imagine how you must feel.
Yeah.
How many days since you saw her?
It's been nearly 8 weeks.
Almost more.
Yeah.
Nearly
and
9.
considering before that I have never been away from her, not even for a day.
Not one day.
It's been tough, but you know.
You're strong.
Well, she's what makes me strong.
I owe her a bit of a thank you, really.
Yeah, you do actually.
It was her idea that you came.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here.
Wouldn't have ever met you.
No.
Eve and I do have a really close bond, and it's been so hard being apart from her for all this time. She's been staying with my family while I've been away, and I've only spoken to her by phone.
I'm really excited about introducing you to Eve.
When do I get to meet you?
Do you want to go? Now?
Now? Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
Let's go. I pride myself on how well I can connect with kids. It's my job, it's my life, but this is completely different.
You're anxious, aren't you? Oh my gosh. I think I'm about to have a heart attack.
My heart was pounding so fast, I just couldn't wait to see her little face.
Your little heart's gonna burst.
Oh my God. Come here. Oh, I missed you. I love you so much. Oh, my beautiful girl.
Seeing Snezana and Eve reunite was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, you look even taller. Yeah. Oh, beautiful girl. Let me fix you. You look up. How are you?
It was literally like time stopped and I just stood there and took in this amazing moment, and it's something I'll never forget.
You're giggly. Oh, darling, I love you.
I missed you so much.
I missed you more.
No, I think I missed you more. You know? Oh.
Did not want to let her go. It was amazing. I just,
Somebody, I want you to meet Monkey Girl.
You're giggling now.
I'm laughing at the same time.
I know. I introduced you to somebody. This is Sam.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Good.
Great to finally meet you.
Oh. Oh, come here.
You miss Mum like crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
Oh, good now?
The crying's turned to laughing.
Are we going to be hanging out a bit with Sam?
I've heard lots about you.
I don't stop talking about you, do I?
No.
I'm always talking about you.
I really haven't had many partners since I've had Eve.
You want to go for a walk?
Yeah.
So me introducing Sam was huge.
Hi.
Hello, hi.
How are you?
Nice
Sam.
to meet you, Lydion.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
I've missed my mum lots and lots and lots. Are you shorter?
What?
You
Are you
look
shorter?
I look shorter.
Maybe you're just taller.
Yeah, you're a lot taller now. Thank you for bringing her. No problem. All right, we'll see you soon. All right, you're going to go for a little scoot.
Yay!
I think I get to meet you properly later on.
Yes, I think we do, yes.
Great.
Yeah. We'll see you later.
So nice to meet you.
Bye.
So this is your park, is it, Eve? This is where you and Mum come on the weekends?
Yeah, we come here for picnics and
Picnics?
stuff. Yeah. Sometimes my mum sits down, gets a tan.
Eve and I have been a twosome for as long as I can remember.
Ice cream time?
Yeah.
It's been great, but there's always room for that other person.
Oh, there's yours.
And Eve would absolutely love that.
I've got some questions to ask you.
To ask me?
Yeah, come over here.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, do you want your ice cream?
No, I don't want my ice cream. You can do your licking powers.
Okay.
All right, you can hold mine too. I feel like I'm going to need both hands. I was rapt when Eve said she had some questions for me. Just here?
Yeah, just here.
I was assuming they were all going to be questions about her mum. Oh, you've written them down and everything.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble, aren't
Okay.
I? Okay.
Okay, first question is,
Yeah.
what is the capital of Macedonia?
Oh, this is not good. I don't know. I really don't know.
It's Skopje.
Skopje. Okay. I'll never forget that, I promise.
Do you like One Direction?
Well, I have a kids' gym, so we play One Direction a fair bit.
What is your favourite food?
Well, it's probably ice cream.
What do you like about my mum?
All those other ones were just to throw me off the scent, weren't they? She's so pretty, she's funny, and I just love being around her.
Okay, last one.
Okay, how have I gone so far? Not bad. Not bad. Probably should have known the capital of Macedonia.
How much do you like my mum out of 10?
So you got to remember I've only been on 3 dates with your mum. So I haven't known her for very long. I'd have to say 9.4 out of 10. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you happy with that? Is that all my questions?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad.
I thought his answers were good, but he could improve.
So we ready? Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. Heading to Snezana's family home, I definitely felt like the hardest part of the day was behind me. I'd met Eve and we'd bonded, but I also knew that it was going to be a very different family dinner to anything that I was used to.
Hello, come in, Sam.
There were people everywhere. Hello, Sam. Marco. Nice to meet you, Marco. My dad. Nice to meet you. Mum. These are for you.
Oh, thank you.
Her sister-in-law.
Nice to meet you.
Her brother.
Nice to meet you, mate.
How are you doing? Good, thank you. Her sister.
Welcome to our home.
I was trying to remember names. What's your name? Elle. And? It was pretty full on.
Oh, we're going to have a drink.
Yeah.
Sam?
Oh, sounds great. Yeah. You need one. Yeah, I do need one, Marco. Ease the nerves. Yeah. Thank you very much.
A little bit more.
There we go.
All right, Sam, cheers. Welcome to the house.
Thank you very much.
All the best. Snez, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm really close to my family. You have to study that.
Cheers.
Okay.
Respecting somebody is such a huge thing to me and my family that I think if he was disrespectful, that would be a deal breaker.
Good stuff. Oh, that's very good. Beautiful.
And if he doesn't eat enough.
Hope you like to eat.
Oh, look, the only thing Snez has spoken more fondly about than her family is food. I've never seen so much food for so few people in all of my life. All right. There were 2 types of beef, multiple salads, a whole ham. I might get squeezed to the kids' table. And traditional Macedonian dishes that I'd never seen before. There would be this much food on my table one day a year, and that would be Christmas Day.
Yeah. Oh, you know, it's Christmas.
You say Christmas, this thing folds out.
We need to extend the table after that, yeah?
If that's the watered-down version, it was just incredible.
Dig in.
Can I just say thank you so much? This looks amazing and is so different to any dinner I've ever had. I'd never expected to meet someone like Snezana on the show, and I'm so glad that I have, and now it's really, really lovely to meet you all. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers for good health, guys. Come on.
It's always been a rule in this family that if you're going to bring a boy home, he has to be the one.
Thank you very much.
Sam better not disappoint. There's, a lot riding on this.
So Sam, how are you going to leave all this food if you were to take Snez? Snez needs this much food at least once a week.
A few hours ago, I didn't think it was possible. I'm now moving to Perth.
No, seriously, would you move to Perth?
Yes, yeah, I would. There's still a lot to play out with this whole situation, obviously, but if Snez and I do end up together, I don't want to be unromantic about it, but I think it's really important we have an adult, pragmatic conversation about, the fact that she's got this amazing daughter, the fact that she's so close to her family. I do have a business that's based in Melbourne. I can't just pack up my things and move. But I just think if we end up together, it'll be because we're in love and we'll work out whatever we need to work out to make that work. Is that a good enough answer? I don't know.
Yeah, not bad. It's good. Like, we understand you got an 8-year-old business, but she's got an 8-year-old daughter.
Sure.
And she's been with us,
Mate, I understand that, and I'm not saying
it will be a big change for us.
I know. And I'm not saying my business is more important than Eve. I would never suggest that. In fact,
no, but obviously,
I would suggest Eve is infinitely more important than my business. Snezana's brother Rob was the family spokesperson, the one they'd sort of sent into battle to really find out what my intentions were and were my feelings towards his sister genuine.
Sam, you want to go for a drink outside, just quickly?
Sure, mate. Yeah.
I do feel protective of Snez. Even though I am her younger brother, I do feel some sort of responsibility towards her, as well as to Eve. Yeah, have a seat, man.
Thanks, mate.
So yeah, I thought we'll just have a bit of a chat, just me and you. Obviously for you to come meet our family really is a big deal. We normally wouldn't meet the, other guy in the family until, months down the track normally,
Yeah.
when we know it's serious. So I really want you and Snez to think about this, obviously. Are you planning to take her from the family? You've seen how close we are, how much will that, weigh in your decision making?
I don't really have a plan, but, I really am falling for your sister.
Yeah, but really, how much can you fall for her?
No, sure, I get
with 3 other girls as well on the side.
I get that.
It's just a bit,
It's crazy,
Yeah.
I get that, and I agree with you. But all I can go on is how I feel. I'm not going to lie, if we end up together and we're in love, I'm going to want to be with her.
Yeah, no. And look, and that's fair enough, and we won't obviously, hold that back, at all. But you are going to go from being single for like 4 or 5 years to all of a sudden, being with someone and then being a father straight away. You got to be prepared that, from day one, you're going to have to be, responsible and act like a father to our niece, my niece, and, my parents' granddaughter, so will you be able to, immediately turn that switch from being, a single guy dating women on a TV show, with 3 or 4 women, to all of a sudden, settling down and having, another life pretty much to be responsible for, another 2 lives?
I definitely had a moment where I thought, wow, I haven't actually thought about it in that context yet. I would never ask Snez and Eve to come and live in Melbourne if I wasn't 110% prepared to take on that responsibility and wasn't in love with both of them. I wouldn't do that.
It is just a very strange, atmosphere for us. And you can, my parents would be, the first to tell you straight away that unless you're serious, definitely have a think about it, both of you, because I know Snez is prone to some sporadic decisions every now and then, comment on this show, which was just out of the blue, but, fair enough. But, I want you guys to definitely, have a think about it.
I've been single for 4 years because I haven't met the right girl and I needed to grow up.
Yeah.
And I have grown up, and this experience has made me grow up even more.
Yeah. You're 34, yeah?
Yeah.
And you think you're old enough to be a father to a 9-year-old girl?
Yeah, I do.
And you say your work is very important to you, obviously you run your own business and all that, how are you going to find time for both work, my sister, as well as, my niece and, you know, God willing, you know, further kids down the track, you know, so are you willing to sort of, you know, push back work and give my sister and, you know, my niece the time they deserve?
Yes, I am. I haven't worked for 3 months, and I couldn't have done that if my business wasn't in a position that I could give the same time, the same energy, the same commitment to a family. And it's been a great test for me that I've learnt that my business doesn't fall apart when I'm not there.
That's good. That's good to hear.
As my relationship with Snezana has been growing, I've always been conscious of Eve, but today it all became real. What I can promise you is if we end up together, I will treat her right. And you don't have anything to worry about.
It's good.
So what do you think?
Yeah, he's nice. I mean, you know, but I've known him like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know him more than I do, you know, the big 3 days.
I know. I know, it sounds really weird when you put it like that. Like it's only 3 dates. So it sounds really bizarre.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
And he's been on how many other more dates? Like with other chicks?
Yeah.
Does that not bother you?
Do you know what? Like, you have to kind of separate it. That's how I've gotten through this and not gone crazy. Like, you definitely have to separate, you know, your time with Sam as opposed to his time with the other girls.
And that's just nuts. I hope Sam doesn't make a habit of dating more than one girl at a time. I hope it's not his, you know, thing. Weird. You wouldn't normally do that. Okay, when you kiss him, do you not, like, seriously, like, look at his lips and go, who's been on those lips? How can you not think that? That's not normal.
No, honestly, when we have our one-on-one dates and things like that, or, you know, whenever I've kissed him, they have definitely not come into mind. At that time, definitely not. Like, you know, obviously all the girls are in it. You know, we are close with all the girls. We were close. Yeah, so it is weird. But at the end of the day, like, we're all here for one reason. So you kind of have to get that out of your head and not think about it.
What's the reason, but Snedge?
Well, what?
No, I mean, like,
obviously to meet somebody who, you know, you're gonna spend the rest of your life with eventually. And so far, you know, we're on the right track.
So then it's a big deal that you brought him home tonight.
Yeah.
And introducing him to Eve, that's huge.
Yeah.
Like,
It
you
is
don't
big.
want to break her heart. You
No.
need to be 100%.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to pull Sam away. He has to go.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely. I really hope to see you all again.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you.
Take care. All the best, man.
After spending an amazing day with Snezana and her family, and in particular meeting Eve, everything that I've been playing over in my head for weeks now became so much more real. It really did dawn on me just how big a decision I do have ahead of me.
How do you feel you went?
I don't know. How did I go? You tell me.
I think you did pretty good. I think they like you. So it was really good. I'm glad you met them.
Oh, so am I. I really am. Yeah, especially.
Oh, yes. Good night. See ya.
There's more at stake now. Sam's met my family, he's met Eve.
See you soon.
See ya. And now that I have her approval, I can let myself feel what I feel for Sam.
It's been such a crazy week flying all over the country, meeting the families of the girls. Definitely gave me a snapshot into what a future with each of them would look like.
In the back of my mind, there's always that moment of fear of, have I said enough? Am I putting everything out there so that he knows how I feel? I just hope that I am the girl that he can see a future with.
I'd be devastated if I didn't get a rose tonight. I don't want this experience to end anytime soon because I want to see where this goes. Sam is definitely someone that I could fall in love with. I'm just hoping that Sam feels the same way.
I feel like every time I see Sam, I just fall for him, you know, more and more. And it's scary falling this quickly, but he could be the one, and I want him to be the one.
I definitely feel myself falling in love with Sam. The more time I spend with him, the stronger these feelings grow. And now I have Eve's approval. I just hope that his decision is to be with me. There's only 4 of us girls that are still left, and he obviously has feelings for each one of us. Somebody's bound to get hurt tonight.
From day one, I've been really committed to being here. But this rose ceremony, it feels like for the first time, every other girl is just as committed.
Good evening, ladies.
Hi, Osher.
Welcome back to the Bachelor Mansion. I'm sure you made the most of your time with your nearest and dearest. Taking Sam into your homes, giving him a glimpse into your life outside of the mansion, introducing him to those people in your life that mean the most to you, these are all huge steps on your path to finding love. I'm sure this week you felt a lot of emotion. However, Sam felt the same emotion 4 times over. So tonight, he needs to make a decision which will no doubt be painful, because Sam only has 3 roses to give out. Sorry to say, one of you will be leaving the mansion tonight. All the best, ladies.
Thanks.
Here's Sam.
Sam has feelings for all 4 of us. He's met our families. It's really down to now the people that he really cares about.
I'm not afraid to have my heart broken. I don't mind having to go through that because it's worth it. He's worth being heartbroken for.
What an amazing week I've had. Thanks to all of you, letting me into your homes, letting me meet the people closest to you and most important to you, and giving me an incredible insight into your past and into your lives, and I really just wanted to thank you.
I've opened up my home to him. I've shared my family. There's definitely a lot on the line, and I am scared to get my heart broken.
He's amazing. He's genuine, he's honest, he's caring. So how can you not love a person like that?
Sarah. Sarah, will you accept this rose?
I feel Sam, thank you.
I don't know if I've said enough to Sam about the way I feel. Up until now, I've been expecting him to just read the way I've been acting. I really don't know if I've left it too late.
For me, it didn't matter that I came in late because I know Sam and I have a connection. I just have to be confident in what we have.
Snezana. Snezana, will you accept this rose?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
He's the first guy that I've been completely myself around. And I don't want that to end. I want the possibility of being able to do that for the rest of my life.
want to be the girl at the end. That would hurt if I lost him.
Lana. Lana, will you accept this rose?
Heather, you didn't receive a rose. Please take some time now to say goodbye.
You need to... When I first met you, before this whole thing started, I was sceptical, you know, about whether I could really fall for someone. And the connection that we had changed that. The White Rose date was, and always will be, one of the greatest dates that I ever go on, and I will never forget it. And I've been wanting and hoping that what I've felt has been an amazing friendship can become more, but I just don't think it can.
I can honestly tell you my feelings for you were more than just friendship. I'm kind of glad in a way that you gave me the opportunity to see where that would go. But yeah, it still hurts. At least I get to walk away knowing I was true to myself. I did the right thing. I cared about him open-heartedly. And I haven't done that with a guy before. That's the only part of me that's hurt. But I guess that was the risk I took, so it's okay. I feel like a lot of my life I spend my time worrying about how other people feel and worrying about if everyone else is okay. It's not very often that I have people wonder if I'm okay because I always seem so strong. And that didn't feel very okay. I didn't expect it to not work out with Sam. It kind of threw me a little bit. He's always going to be a weight in me, and I don't want to ever let go of that because he changed me as a person. But I'll never, ever stop being open to the possibility of allowing myself to go there again. I refuse to do that.
Next time on The Bachelor. back.
I am falling in love with him and I could get my heart broken.
I am vulnerable. It's really, really scary. I've really fallen for the guy and I'm afraid I'm going to get left behind.
As Lana,
It's scary for me because for me it's real. I really like him.
Snezana,
This is the first time I've let myself feel vulnerable in some time.
and Sarah.
My feelings are growing for him constantly. This isn't just fun and games like it was at the start.
Put everything on the line in the quest to be the final two.
I'm crazy about the guy. You make falling for you so easy.
I am falling in love with him. It's definitely a feeling that's taken over me.
I do really like you and I do see a future for us.
Well, YouTube, if you can't get enough Bachelor content, then you need to see more highlights. You'll find them right here. And you can also subscribe to this channel by clicking below.